Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and today I'm bringing you kind of a oops, I did it again. This huge bag is once again filled with books that I have bought in the last few months. Kind of thinking of this more as a Booktube and Instagram inspired book haul, plus one that I just got here this week, and that was a childhood favorite. But everything else was Booktube and Instagram inspired purchases because they looked so awesome, and then when I looked them up, the synopsis again drew me in. So yes, I'm not going to say Booktube made me buy it, but they are definitely inspirational purchases based off what I saw. And then the synopsis I read is like, that's right up my alley. So let's dive into this huge bag and see what we got. Alright, so I'm going to start with my childhood favorite. This was a childhood favorite movie, and I know I was either in middle school, maybe high school when I actually read it, because I vaguely remember it being a library book that I but read it from, because it was a hardback book. And I couldn't keep it. So I'm pretty sure it's either middle school or high school library book. But I don't remember if it was school library, if it was public library, that part. I don't remember. But it is The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. And if you've never watched it, if you love unicorns like I did growing up, I absolutely loved it. It has a love story, it has adventure, it has magic, has all of those things. And sacrifice went on in it for the greater good of everything. It's phenomenal, and I can't wait to dive back in and read it again and see if I enjoyed the book as well as I did the actual animation version of it. It's great. If you've never seen it or never read it, I would definitely recommend it. For what I remember, the book pretty much follows the movie, or vice versa. So yes, love that story. It's such a bittersweet, loving story. Yeah. Such fond memories. I'm just tearing up almost because it has so many great memories attached to that book. Okay, so I think I have the trilogy, or the at least first 3 books out of the Loch Lamora series, or what. Yeah, I don't know if that's the series name or not. But again, this one, I believe, I saw Murphy Napier, I believe, is who I saw these books raved about. So this is Lies of Loch Lamora by Scott Lynch. And I believe this is the first book out of that series. And I think there may be more, but I think I have at least the first 3 to get me started. So that's the first one. I think this is the second book. It would be great if they actually put them in order. But anywho, this is The Red Seas Under Red Skies. Like I said, I think it's the second book. And then the third book that I have is The Republic of Thieves. And if I'm not mistaken, these are kind of gray characters, kind of gray moral type characters. So they're not, or morally gray, I guess that's the terminology for it. So I can't wait to kind of dive into that series. I don't know a ton about it. I think it's a gang of thieves doing things of that nature in all their expeditions that they do. So I don't know a ton about it. I didn't want to read a lot of the, or watch a lot of the spoiler reviews, because I do want to actually read it and not have it spoiled. The next trilogy part, this is the second set of books from The Wheel of Time. So there are 3 books in this series. In this box set, we have The Lord of Chaos, The Fires of Heaven, and The Shadow Rising. So I'm trying to get the collection as I go. So when I finish the Stormlight Archives, I'm going to put it up for my group what they would like to read next. And I think they're kind of pushing for The Wheel of Time, so I want to have as many of them as I can when we get started. Because I do know I think after the first 6, I think it goes into that slog that they talk about. that I've heard about, so hopefully my group will stay with me in order to get all of them, through all of them. Anyways, alright, I think this is another series. Alright, this one, I think this series was an Instagram inspired trilogy. Again, I don't know the exact order of them. I think it goes this way. Alright, so this is the Queen of Blood by Sarah Beth Durst. So I believe this is the first. It's book 1 of the Queens of Renthia. So book 1. I like when they actually do that. Then this is book 2 out of this trilogy. Is The Reluctant Queen. And then book 3, The Queen of Sorrow. Alright, so this one, I believe it follows a displace, just like most things. So everything has a spirit, the willow tree, the leaves that kiss the pond, the stream. Again, you have one woman who stands between the malevolent spirits that want to end the mankind, humankind, which is the queen. She alone has the power to prevent that from destroying everything, man, woman, or child. Alright, so again, fantasy, queen against the evil spirits, and all of that taking over. So, again, it sounded really good, so got that trilogy to go on. Again, it's a fantasy style. Most everything, I think, here is fantasy. It's got maybe some dark fantasy going on. The Wheel of Time looks like it's an epic fantasy. Then we got this trilogy. And then this is the final 2 books, or a duology that I have going on. I think it starts with this one. I don't remember who on Booktube talked about this, but this is Kingdoms of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout, I think. And then the second book, I think, in the duology is From Blood and Ash. I think it's the second book. Like I said, I'm not that great when they don't label them. Again, talk about, is love stronger than vengeance? A betrayal goes on, and then a choice. Alright, so maybe kind of a fantasy romance type of thing going on. Betrayal goes on, and there's secrets, there's unrest in Atlantia, waiting for their prince to come back. Alright, so a lot of kind of political intrigue maybe going on, maybe a star-crossed lover type of thing going on with them. So, or this may be the first book. I'm not sure which. So it's a Blood and Ash novel. So I'm not sure which one of these comes first. And this one says A Maiden, a Duty, and a Kingdom. Alright. So, these, yeah. So another fantasy, warring kingdoms, possibly. Yeah, so again, it all rests on her, you know, the chosen one kind of trope going on. So yeah, so I'm very interested in all of these. I can't wait to get to them. Right now, I'm almost a quarter or a third of the way through, quarter of the way through with The Way of Kings. Then I got these 2 monsters to go through, and then hopefully see which ones of all of the new books that I have series that my group wants to read next. But I think it's probably going to be The Wheel of Time, is from what I gather the group is looking for. But anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this kind of Booktube Instagram inspired book haul that I have going on. If you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until my next video, I hope you have a great one. Bye!